What is good? What is good, fam? It's kind of weird. I felt like I was about to say, welcome back to the Bible clock, but no, you are not connected in the Bible clock. This is just a recap, and we're going to be having this on Sundays with regards to our YPG Sports League. I hope everybody's good. I hope you had an awesome Sunday with the YPG fam. How were the vibes there? How was life there? Today we were talking about the scalpel. Interesting, the scalpel. Out of all themes, why the scalpel? Well, if you were there, then you know exactly what it was all about. But right now, I'm not here to talk about the scalpel. I'm not here to talk about medicine. I'm not here to talk about the YPG theme, the YPG hangout. I am here to talk a little bit about the YPG League. I don't know if we have the pictures. If we can have some of the pictures, Caroline. I forgot to ask you. I set up everything here, but I did not ask you for the pictures. I don't know if the coordinators who had the matches yesterday, we had some, but I did not actually see the different the different pictures from them. I saw one or two, which was awesome. And there are a couple of things which we are going to be discussing. A couple of misunderstandings. I've got connected with us, Percy and Caroline, who are forming part of the YPG Sports Committee, which has to do with the layouts of the different matches. I want to make one thing clear. Excuse me. We are not professionals. It is the first league we officially have in the YPG. I think we've never had necessarily a YPG league. We've had several tournaments, but in this case we are having a league, which means it's something which is ongoing, and behind that it consists of a lot of admin work. The admin work leading to this, the admin work to make it organized. If things aren't organized, if it's not well done, then the league is not going to flow the way it should flow. Reminding you, for those of you who don't know, a tournament is usually win, 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 reach the finals, semifinals, or rather quarterfinals, semifinals, final, you've got a winner. Being a league, it goes on for a certain number of time, whether all the teams face each other or they face a certain number of teams. A win is 3 points, a draw is 1 point, and a loss, 0. So what happens here is that we're going to keep going on. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep having these matches. We're going to keep playing one another. And eventually we're going to cut down on the top 8, the bottom 8, if I'm not mistaken. I think there was a bit of a change in the strategy, of which I also told the team that I'm going to make this disclaimer that when it comes to the layout, the format of the fixtures and so forth, I'm not the one who decides that. It's Caroline and Percy and the rest as an extensive team. It's not them who decide, although they help decide that, and they are the ones who are helping with this. So going back to my point, we're not professionals, so there will be mistakes. There will be a couple of incidents where things will go a bit south, but I want you guys to bear with us and understand that we are here to give you guys the best experiences which you deserve as the YPG fam, for things to go smoothly and for you all to have fun. We are indeed looking to have fun, to enjoy ourselves, to do something which has never been done before. So yesterday we had a couple of matches, although apparently one more query was brought up here, but we are going to deal with this shortly. I'm going to share with you guys the results of the different matches. Not all the regions played yet. Some of them are yet to play. They will play next weekend or the following weekend. So there are a couple of things which are still being adjusted. Some, they struggled. For example, the grounds and PS were supposed to play yesterday, but they had a bit of a challenge when we came to the venue. So they've postponed it to the other week. Let's see how that goes. But it's going to be interesting. What I just want to request is that we don't create rivalry in the YPG. That is one thing that I don't want, is that we never take an incident that may occur on the field or in the netball court that is never taken outside of the confinements of that court or of that field. Because at the end of the day, the YPG fam is, as the name says, a YPG fam. We're family. So there will be those moments where we'll be a bit upset with this and that, but that can never extend beyond or past that. With that being said, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the scores. I was really, really amazed at what happened here. Somebody's asking me, please can I ask, is chess still on? Yes, chess is still on. The league is running on a different pace, but chess is still on. I'm going to address that a bit later on. But let's go on about, let's show you the fixtures which took place yesterday. I'm going to unmute here the mics. Caroline and Percy, you guys are free to speak whenever you do want to speak. On the left, the fixtures on the left, that's for football, and on the right, that's for the netball. Okay, so we had Merafi take on Dobsonville. They beat them 4-3. They also had the netball fixture, which they beat them 17-7. I don't understand much about netball, so I don't know if that score is a lot. I don't know. I really don't know if that is like, wow, that's a huge gap, or if it's a decent score. Let me actually just put Caroline here. I'm going to just PIP. I'm going to put everybody's windows here, because then you can see me, you can see Percy, and you'll be able to see Caroline. There's Caroline. And one last window here on the right. Sorry, guys, it's improvised. As I told you guys, we would... there's Percy there. Okay, good to go. And we publish it. Okay, guys, y'all are free to unmute yourselves and greet everybody. Everybody can see you, and they're also going to see the scores there.
Hi guys, I hope you guys are well. Yesterday we had what, 7 matches, right? 7 matches.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, yes, 7 matches. Was
First,
interesting.
first on the screen, I think is Morafe, Dobsonville.
Yes.
I think it's 4-3.
4-3,
Mor
4-3.
yeah,
Yeah,
Morafe.
you could see
I
that
think,
they fought there. They were fighting to stay in level, but something went wrong.
That looked like an interesting match. That looks like the match I should have gone to watch.
for me, I've always thought that Morafe is, no offense to Dobsonville villains. I'll call them Dobson villains. No offense to them, but Morafe is like, the giant. Based on hearsay, I do not know. So yeah, I expected that. No offense. Please do not take offense.
Okay,
Expected that.
okay. I'm not going to give my opinions. I'm just going to say congratulations for Merafi for winning. And Dobsonville, fight harder. It's not over. I mean, it is a league. You guys can still fight back. That's all I'm going to say. Caroline, your thoughts?
I actually thought Dobsonville was going to take this one because it's always the people who are much more calmer who rise to the game. So when I saw that they actually fought, but we're almost there, it made me proud, but they could do better. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
No.
Then the same happened. Now, Caroline, I don't know how familiar you are with netball, but is 17-7, is that like a big score line? Like what I don't understand
That
how netball goes.
That is that is really a big score because I mean, from the numbers that you can see, it means Mirafe had the ball most of the time of the game, and in those small moments when Dobsonville had the ball, they tried to do something about it, but pretty much the game belonged to Mirafe because they had the ball most of the time.
Okay, okay. Now I've got
And
one of yeah. Speak, Percy. Sorry.
when it comes to, the scoreline 17-7, is it really bad? Because when I watch nationals, like, on TV, they tend to score like 40, 48, 50.
Oh, okay.
So 17-7, is it really that big? Wasn't it like close, Caroline?
Well, it really depends on how you look at it. It depends on how you look at it. Because then if we are using now the nationals, did they play for the same duration? Did they train as the national people would train, and all the other things that you would have to consider. So I think with 17-7, it was more of well, it's possible that they kept on missing. It's very possible. But I think
Wow.
to get to 17 was something. To get to a 17 was really something.
Okay. Someone's asking me, is this week? Yeah, this was week 1, but not all the regions have fulfilled their schedule. We still have a few. Some have had double matches, like you'll see Spruitview. They had a double match, which is up to them. Because of certain issues, guys, we're not professional teams, so some will play 2 in 1 week, so that's according to how it's convenient for the team. Of course, they can't be 3-4 fixtures behind. That's not going to be acceptable, but 1 or 2, 1 fixture behind is not going to be a train smash. So yes, this is the first week, but not everybody actually is here. Kutlwano is asking me, when is the next tournament? Kutlwano, as we mentioned, this is a league and not a tournament. So it is something which is ongoing until our next YPG event. Let me see here. I'm just checking out the comments. Slindiwe says Spruitview fought the good fight in netball, but apparently she was complaining that Togozo's first goal was a scam. I don't know why. Do any of you know what happened there? Does any of you know?
No, I wasn't by the Thokoza game. I actually didn't attend any games this weekend. Kempton Park was out. So, yeah.
Okay. So you were not involved.
Askis, you didn't
Next
even
week,
play. So
next week's going to be interesting because Percy's both manager, commentator, and player, but he's not going to be allowed to be involved on the ones of Kempton Park. But yes, next week's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to have Percy be like, I scored the 3 goals, or I scored the hat trick, or I scored the own goal.
The pressure. I actually withdrew myself from the managerial position because it was going to be too much. It was just going to be too much. Imagine
yeah,
I've got to play a game, I've got to play a game, I've got to mini coach a game, and then I've got to be in the board of governors of the game. Oh my goodness.
I have a feeling that when Captain Pragu plays, Percy will have the excuses of no, they cheated, no, it was over the line, no, and all of that. So he's not gonna play clean this time.
I think
he
so
can make
too.
his decisions.
Yeah, he's going to be here and he's going to claim that no, it was unfair. But we're going to see this. When are you guys playing?
This should be Sunday because Saturday is the love walk, I think. Should be Sunday.
Okay.
Should be Sunday.
I am the one who's in the most torture. For those of you who don't know me, I am a football fanatic, both to watch and to play. And I'm not allowed to play because if I play for any branch, it's going to be no because PJ, because if I play, I'm going to win.
Yeah.
So it's going to be that thing. No, PJ, you were favored the referee because PJ. So let's get out of this one. Mahlatse says the score with netball could have been big with Merafi, but there were tiny mistakes and time wastage, given there's no enough time to train. Well, I do believe with this, it's going to be an opportunity for you guys to train because it's not just going to be a league, but this league is adding up to something bigger, which we'll talk about that a little bit later. Pindile is here. She's talking about Kuraf. She is crying. That is because it's going on to Mohlakeng versus Kagiso, who won. Well, Mohlakeng won, beat 2-1. But now the netball score, 19-1. 19-1.
And when I saw the scoreline, PJ, I think I commented in the group, I was like, how the mighty have fallen.
David versus Goliath.
My goodness. KG, no. Guys, what is this?
Yeah, it looks like
yeah.
it looks like Mohlakeng was playing alone. Because I mean, like, there were no opponents
Phew.
there. How do you become like 19-1?
Kagiso, I'm disappointed
That's crazy.
I'm as disappointed. Like I did not expect that from Kagiso. Now this is the kind
My
of stuff
goodness.
we need to hear. For example, Temba is saying that Alex's ref was a scam yesterday. This is the kind of stuff we want to hear. Alex, please, I mean, Temba, please elaborate. Why was he a ref? That is talking about match number 2. Sorry, we jumped to the last one. Talking about match number 2, Alexandra versus La Rochelle, which was
Uh,
1-0 for La Rochelle. I also, this is the one which surprised me, Percy. This is the one where I say, indeed, Kagiso was also, but indeed, the mighty fell here because Alex is that Kasi that you know, Diski. You don't
next
play
challenge.
there. You know,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex, to make it worse, like I think it's like a minute away or 2 minutes away from the main church. No, it's like 5 minutes away from the main church. There's a hostel there, PJ, and every Saturday it's full, like full, full. So
Alex,
the time there is
Yeah.
crazy, but Alex, I'm sorry, guys.
Alex,
The
guys,
mic,
no,
well,
no.
Goliath
Yeah, no.
fell
You're
again, I
not
think.
wrong there.
Yeah, no. La Rochelle made sure, and not only did La Rochelle do that in Diski, but they also won 12-7 in netball. So La Rochelle
Maybe they were not
really,
prepared.
Hi,
Maybe Alex was
guys.
just not prepared. Maybe we should ask them what happened.
the
Don't go
YPG,
anywhere. Like
the YPG
let's ask
Sports
them what happened.
Project, Caroline, the YPG Sports Project did not start this week. It started years ago. So I don't see that as an
Everyone,
excuse, you know.
everyone had an equal chance to prepare,
Vele.
PJ. Everyone was at the grounds except for Carltonville, and I forgot the other church, the other branch. But everyone was there. He had 3 things to register. Excuses, guys. What are the excuses?
So Pastor Mac is here, and Pastor Mac says, "Don't fret, La Rochelle is on fire." And it's funny because Heather comments right after, and she's like, "With Pastor Mac, you can't lose otherwise." The pastor from Mohlakeng told me that he said to the guys of Mohlakeng, if you guys are going to lose against Kagiso, don't come back here. Sleep there. Y'all can stay there. So I like the motivation that the pastors are putting in the players. So I don't, Percy, I don't know if it's talent or if it is the threats of the pastor, but I think the threats of the pastors are working.
It's the threats. It's the
Very
threats,
well, it seems. Very
PJ.
well.
Yeah. Cleaning. Imagine cleaning after Sunday, after the YPG hangout,
Hey,
after the
son.
services.
Imagine it's
And
the
then
theme. Maybe the theme of the week is winning. and then, and the coordinator has to talk about winning and all that stuff. So Karabo's asking me, PJ, are you with the grounds or what? Karabo, I have said this 1 trillion gazillion billion times. I am neutral. I
yeah,
don't
with
have.
South Africa.
I am with South Africa. That the only rep is YPG South Africa. If there's a league against countries, then I'll be South Africa. Then I'll be like, yeah, I'm playing. Besides that, I am YPG South Africa. I am just a spectator, a commentator. I don't have. The one who reps the grounds 100% is Uncle Vinny, and let me put that out there. So I don't have a. I'm not rooting for anybody. Like, although I'll be honest, I do like to see the underdogs winning. This, like La Rochelle beating Alex, is interesting. La Rochelle beating
Yeah.
Alex was interesting. But now let's go to the third match, which was wow. This is a scoreline. Lenasia versus Finetown. Lenasia trapped them with the 4-0. Showed them
Mm-hmm.
flames. On the other hand,
Yeah.
they got beaten in netball. It was 8-2. 8-2 for Finetown. So that is interesting because you know, there's a victory here and a loss here. So, the guys are looking at the ladies, and then the other branch, the ladies are looking at the guys like, yeah.
It's one of those branches most likely where like there are 12 guys committed.
Uh-huh.
And then the girls are still coming up. Some are
Uh-huh.
new. That's what I see.
Uh-huh.
But also Fine Town 4-0. Come on, Bafethu. What are you doing?
At 2-0, you either park the bus or you go to score. One of the two.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! You guys
No.
need a threat from your pastor. You need a threat, like a
Yeah.
serious one.
Yeah, definitely.
They should have given up halfway. It doesn't work. Just the moment you got to give up already halfway, half game, let it rest. Let it rest. Because getting to four,
Yeah, no, 4-0, guys. And a clean sheet, if it's like for example, Merafi versus Dobsonville, what a match. That I'm talking football there. That's 4-3. 4-0, guys. Fine town. That's not fine, guys. That's not fine. That's really not fine.
That's fine.
I find it
I should have gone
Yeah.
to the Fine Town the Fine Town fan today and asked, guys, are you fine? Because after 4-0 trap.
Nah, they're not fine. I'm sure about that. But the girls, at least, the girls fought for their honor
Yes, they
and put it
did.
up H2. So yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
That's fine.
They had to go. They had to go somewhere. They had to go home with something because then they would have been kicked out as well. So they had to be like, "But we did this at least."
Yeah.
Yeah. Spelele says, Emonti, I want to comment what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday? Was there also a league there? Talk to us. We want to hear about this. We want to hear about this. Noni says, netball scores can really look much better. Thank you for that, Noni. Like I said, I'm clueless. Caroline is not much of a netball person. Percy, like myself, I'm sure he's not. So we don't know much about that. I will bring in one of these days Lihle, who I know she is a netball head, so she'll be able to talk more about this. Guys, I don't want to take too much time. Let's go on to Togoza versus Spraitview. It was a tight score, of which Slee was saying that there was a scam there in the refereeing, as usual, as usual. It was a 2-1 for Togoza, of which I'm also a bit disappointed in Togoza. I'll be honest. Once upon a time, Percy, those who are a bit long in the YPG will remember that there were three scary, but very scary branches when it came to football. It was Alex, it was Tembisa, and it was Togoza. Tembisa, I'm coming for y'all just now. So
Hey,
Alex, Tembisa, and Togoza were the scary ones. And I remember at the time when I was in Park Station, when we had to face these guys, I used to kind of already like, okay, guys, because those guys, they knew
you know,
Diski.
PJ, what this shows? It shows which branches were hiring teams to play for them. Exactly what it's showing now. Because think about it.
Okay.
Uh,
Think about it.
uh-huh.
You cannot have Togoza just scraping past Sprayview. And Sprayview, I think before, like last year, Sprayview was like a really, really small branch, like YPG wise. The
Uh-huh.
number was really so for them to like manage a 2-1 loss and a 1-1 draw in a matter of months, for me now that's an achievement. So
Yeah.
Togoza, you guys, you're bringing players from other teams, and that's why it shows now.
Okay.
It's time for
Okay.
the truth to come out. Tell us
But
what you did. Confess now, please.
talk to us. We want to hear this. We want to see something.
Yeah, 30-0 netball. My goodness, yeah, no, guys. No, sleep, do something, please. The
Yeah.
girls.
I know the girls of Togoza went in. Yeah.
What happened to sleep
It's the
if you're
only
watching?
it's the only scoreless team here from netball. In
Yeah,
Diski, they were
It
big,
only
really doesn't make sense.
yeah, yeah.
I would have really, really expected more. Like at least score one, at least do like be present in the game. Like at yo, no.
give, they were like, give me zero, ma'am. Give me zero.
Let me carry on. Let me carry on. Let's talk about Fosleras, which was also against Spraitview. There was a draw there. I agree with what you were saying there, Percy. Now it's making sense. Spraitview is doing something. The ladies did not play netball. I think she said it was getting late, so they did not wrap that one up. They are going to play this weekend, and that's going to be added up. Then, this is one that I am so disappointed. I am so disappointed. I'm happy because the underdogs did what they did, but this is amazing. Tembisa lost to Ebony Park 5-2.
My goodness.
5-2.
Imagine.
I'm happy because I think I'm facing them next week. So already I counted as 3 points.
Aye, aye.
Look, you need to look at it this way. We need to look at it this way. Either they're going to come motivated or they're going to come arrogant. You need to hope for the latter.
One thing I saw the registration lines and I saw the players from Tembisa. I think we'll get past this hurdle easily. Like, you know.
So Heather says that
Hey, you're easily breathing heavily.
Tembisa was warming up, nothing hectic. There's no warm up. You warm up with like 2-1. I mean, Spraidview was warming up 2-1. Alexandra was warming up with that 1-0. But now we get 5-2.
Even Dobsonville was a warm up 4-3.
Yeah. No, that was a warm. There was a fight there. Nah, Dobsonville did their thing. Nah, Dobsonville, shame, they fought. That is a match. I wish I had gone to watch this match, and I'm promising you guys that the next fixtures I will come and see you guys. I'm happy to see this. Slee's complaining that Vosloorus kept kicking Spraidview players. That is football, Slee, not netball. So. Kitametsi says that we're coming motivated. So if Percy, that was for you. That was for you. They say that they're coming motivated. And not
PJ, with the scoreline already, I can already predict what happened. I think like Ebony scored 5, and they're like, it's over anyway. You know?
Then they brought the B squad. They brought the lighties. Said, "Hey guys, are tired. Come play."
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Maybe. Guys, Matsidiso is crying out justice for Kagiso. Justice for Kagiso. Kagiso got killed. We hope that they will recover from this. Yeah, Kagiso, guys, y'all are... media, please, Tammy and the rest of the media squad, we need memes. We need memes, guys. This is the real deal. And then the ladies did help. They did something for Tembisa. It was a 15-6 for Tembisa. Congrats to our Tembisa ladies. And then lastly, we had Mohlakeng and Kagiso, which we spoke about. Which, yeah, justice for Kagiso, indeed. Justice, indeed, because that was a massacre. They just showed you guys flames. And then I'm going to show you guys quickly the table. That's netball. So far, Mohlakeng is the leading team here with 3 points. And then we've got Togoza with 3 points, Merafi with 3 points, Ebony Park with 3, Finetown with 3, and La Rochelle with 3. Foslo, Alex, Lenz, Tembisa, Dobsonville, Spraidview, and Kagiso in netball are sitting at 0 points. For those who don't know, GP stands for not general practitioner. It stands for games played. W is for your win, D is for your draw, L is for the loss, GF goals for, GA goals against, and then the goal difference. That's minusing GF and GA, the goal difference, as you can see, the maths there. So Mohlakeng is far ahead in the goal difference so far. They are leading, reminding everybody that, reminding everybody that there are still some fixtures to come. For example, Vosloorus did not play netball. So it's 0-0-0, but they did not play netball yesterday. They are going to catch up when it comes to their fixtures. Now, to the guys' soccer. Yes.
I think there's a mistake on the table with Tembisa having 0. Didn't they win that game?
Oh yeah, there is a
Tim.
mistake. Yeah, there is a mistake
Yeah.
there.
You see, guys, don't say I hate you, Jamisa.
So there is a mistake, guys. Please, the guys did send it quickly. They sent it just before here because they were wrapping up. Like I said, guys, this is all new to us, but we're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right. The guys soccer. I hope it's correct. Lenasia is leading with 3 points, with a goal difference of 4, since it was 4-0. It was 4-0. There's
Yeah, it was funny. Clean. Manje clean.
oh yeah, 4-0 against
Against
Finetown.
Finetown.
Yeah, vele, eish. They Finetown, you gave them a leap there right now. Ebony Park is with 3 points as well. Goal difference is 3. And then we've got Merafi, who's got 3. Togoza 3. Mohlakeng 3. And La Rochelle 3. If there's no other mistake here, Fosteras has 1. And Spruitview 1 if it's a draw. Oh, they drew. Yeah, it was 1-1. Am I right? Yeah, they drew. So there's a 1-1 there. And then, oh yeah, Spruitview played 2 matches. They drew 1.
Yes.
And the lost one.
And they lost 1.
They
Okay.
lost 1 and they drew 1.
Okay, that makes sense. Dobsonville, 0. Kagiso, 0. Alex, 0. Tembisa with a -3 goal difference there, 0. And Finetown with a -4 there.
Give me 0.
My goodness, guys. My goodness. I think this one is accurate. It looks proper. Just before we wrap...
Is it me or this table is kind of upside down? It looks like the churches that were expected to be at the bottom are at the top, and the ones who are expected to be at the top are actually at the bottom.
Yeah, vele. For me, Tembisa, Alex, Kagiso. Yeah, that for me says a lot.
And you know what's the nice part, PJ? They cannot call players, registered players, James. So
Yes. That
work
is
with
true.
what you have.
That
Work
is
with-
true. That is so true. For those who do not know, I'm putting you guys on the screen there again. For those who don't know, last week, if you saw the video Lihle made, we had the registration. And I'm here to be the Mpimpi to announce to you that some of your respective coordinators did not register. So some of you guys are going to start already on -3 points, just to put it out there. We did give them a deadline. For those who were at the grounds, you remember, some couldn't be there. That was okay. Others, because it was getting late, we told you guys, y'all can do it. We gave them a deadline. It was supposed to be Monday. We extended it to Tuesday, and I said the final deadline would be Wednesday. Wednesday, 12 noon. Some of them, dololo, nothing. One of which you guys are going to be amazed when you see the log next week. Some of y'all are going to be like, no, I don't believe that they flopped. Yes, there will be one that's going to amaze you guys. And many of you are going to celebrate when you see this. One of the Goliaths.
I was shocked. I was like, how? they even have a picture
Excited by it.
at the grounds. And I'm like,
That's the thing.
like-
It's like you had everything that you needed to have. You studied for the exam. Everything you needed to do was there, and then you just decided to sit and not write the exam.
Yes, it's pretty much that.
It-
It's like failing an open book test. That's what they did.
guys, like, the team photo right in front of the, like, I was like, okay.
It was funny because they used it as evidence and it didn't work. It made things worse.
We're not going to expose them yet because we want them to play. And when you see the results and when you see their minuses, you'll understand. Sipiwe says Fossilerus was supposed to be on top of the log because Germiston forfeit their points. Caroline Percy, please look into this. If you guys can give the coordinator a call. If it was agreed upon that they were supposed to play today and there was no communication, then indeed, Spiwe, you guys are sorted. We shall credit you guys. Guys, this is just a simple summary, but in the course of the week, tomorrow, as a matter of fact, we'll have the correct stuff and you guys will see it on the pages. Uh, Pilela says that VAR is truly needed, Shem. She wants the VAR to come in.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. So going back to what I was saying, guys, the registration which was not made, and we have made it clear to your coordinators that there must be there is a handbook, a guideline of what is meant to be there or not. And if any of that is breached, we are going to, the committee, not we, I'm not part of the committee. I'm part of the one who adds spice and provokes. So the committee will be minusing points. They will be, they will, it must be clear. Let's make believe that Spruitview is going to have a match against Kagiso, just as an example. Kagiso needs to communicate and agree and make believe Spruitview all of a sudden Friday evening calls us, yo guys, we can't come because we don't have transport. They had a whole week ahead of them. Well, more than a week because they've got 6 fixtures already. And they could have already informed Kagiso, guys, can we have it the following week because we have this challenge. We have to be understanding in that case because we're not a professional league. But if there is a lack of commitment from the managers / your coordinators, then the team, the committee that is taking care of the sports league, they will be minusing. And that is not on me, guys. I'm not getting involved unless if it is something that is more on the YPG aspect, then I am getting involved. Besides that, not on. Lack of sportsmanship, players will be banned. There's a long list of things which next week we're going to be here and we're going to discuss it. We're going to discuss it in depth because then we'll have at least the majority of the fixtures ready. Caroline, any last words?
That the team managers definitely have to read the guidebooks because they're losing points because of the small things that they're doing wrong. So if they're not paying attention, they will be at the bottom of the list, not because they lost, but because they're simply not following the rules that they're supposed to follow. So every document that we sent to you, we sent it to you for a reason. Make sure you actually know what is in it.
That's what's up. Percy, any last words besides Kempton Park?
Like same thing. I want to add something on what Caroline said, guys. If you guys really concentrate on the book and the rules, you guys can get away with so much by penalizing the other team. Like if you really really trust, if you really go into the rules and you check out what are the other guys doing that is not in the rule book, you can use that to your advantage. That will sharpen the work so the other team will be ready next time, and 2, it will give you points. So you're polishing the YPG, the league, whilst getting points. So yeah.
Yeah, because what we want is for it to be very well organized, guys. We're not going to allow mess to be here. We're not going to allow vulgar language. We're not going to allow disrespect to the refs or to other players. We're not going to allow that. Should it happen, then it will go past the committee. They will finalize. Then it will come to PJ, and I will speak to the coordinators, and we're going to deal with that accordingly. If there is disrespect, disregard, I mean, guys, there are those moments, the heat of the moment, but if there is a disrespect where things went beyond what we agree with in the YPG, then possibly even disqualification, we will apply that because discipline in the YPG comes first and that we're not going to compromise. Okay. Caroline, Percy, thank you so much. We will be back and next week we'll bring the handbook. I think we need to repost the handbook. Those of you in the provinces, you guys are missing out if your coordinators have not started. Pester them and tell them, guys, we also want, because the league is happening here. We're going to have a whole video of what is happening the next couple of weeks. I can't wait for the next fixtures to happen. I'm looking forward. I'm just remembering that some of the giants here.
Yes.
Okay.
Guys, please repeat yourselves.
I like the movie where the underdogs win, guys. So I am really interested. Slindiwe says she's running to study the rule book because she wants to make sure. If you do, it's going to be good for all of us because then we'll know that our league is going to be proper. Okay? That's it from us, guys. Take care of yourselves. We will meet Sunday, 7 p.m. If I can't be here, then I'll ask Caroline and Percy and them to have the show with or without me and do what they got to do. And I'm going to be out. I would bring Shaka and I would bring Vinny here, but I won't because they're going to be biased. They've got branches. I am neutral. I'm more neutral than Caroline and Percy, who form part of the sports committee here. Okay, guys, y'all take care of yourselves. See y'all soon. See y'all next week. Wednesday, something extra. And then Saturday, we'll be back for the Vibe O'Clock. And Sunday, we'll have our sports show. See you guys. We're out of here. It's time to take off.
Take
Adios.